Hi everyone, in this podcast we'll be talking about the different aspects of languages on the Braille Sense 6. I'll be talking about how to change the Braille code, um, using different voices on the Braille Sense 6, downloading new voices, as well as creating language profiles, which I'll get to later in the podcast. Uh, but basically they make it really easy to switch language and Braille code. Uh, Now I'll show you how to change the Braille code. Uh, so the first thing that you need to do is press the space bar and dots 135.
Braille display B on list item.
That's for options. Next I will press C twice.
Braille code C UEV.
The next thing we can do is press space to go forward in the list of languages and backspace to go back in the list of languages. So I will
Spanish,
press space a few times.
Spanish, French, pre-unified, German, Italian, German.
So I will set it to German, and then all I need to do is press the enter key.
Options saved. File manager F.
The next thing I will show you quickly how to do is to change between uncontracted Braille, contracted Braille, and computer Braille. To do that, you can press space and dots 1, 2, 4, 5 for G for grade.
Computer Braille. File manager.
So we have computer Braille. Most people won't be using that. And then if I press it again,
Uncontracted Braille. File manager.
Braille with no contractions. And if I press it one last time,
Contracted Braille. File manager.
we are back to contracted Braille. You'll need to change it either to computer Braille or uncontracted Braille, depending on what language you're using. Alright, so I've shown you how to change the Braille code. I put it into German, and now I will change it back to English. So again, space and dots 1, 3, and 5 for options.
Braille display B on list item.
And then I'll press C twice.
Braille code C, German list item.
And now I know that it's back in the list of Braille codes, so I will press backspace.
French, French. Spanish, Lerblauis, Spanish. UEB.
And then I will press enter.
Options saved. File manager F.
And now we are back in English Braille. Now I've shown you how to set the Braille code. However, if you want to listen to speech in that language, you'll need to download a voice, and that's what I will show you how to do next. I will press F1 to go to the main menu.
File manager F.
I will then press S for settings. If you don't want to do that, you can use your scroll keys as usual.
Set time and date T.
And now I will press V for voice, but again, if you don't want to use the letters, you can scroll to it and press enter.
Voice type, Braille Sense Vocalizer 1-2 combo box.
This is the text-to-speech that it will use. The options are Braille Sense Vocalizer or Google's voices. So I will leave it at Vocalizer. I'm moving through this using space and dots 4 or 5. So I will press it again.
Uninstall, space D, button.
Uninstall. This lets you remove a language that you no longer need. And I'll press space and 4 or 5 again, and I've arrived at a download button. So I'll press enter because we want to download a voice. And it will take a second.
English Allison 158 list item.
There will be a brief delay while it loads the list of languages. So I'll get a French voice. So I'll press F for French, but you can scroll as normal using the scroll keys or space and dot one, space and dot four.
French Thomas 2458 list item.
All right, let's choose this one. And now all I need to do is press enter to start the download.
Progress 5 speed 5 point. Progress 10. Progress 15 speed 2.
All right, I will
Progress
now
20
pause the
speed 1.52
recording
megabytes.
because it will
Progress
take
25
a while to
speed
download.
637 point. Progress 30 speed.
Now the French voice has installed, so I will switch it into French. To do that, all you need to do is change the voice by scrolling down.
Brazil Oceana 2 4 list. French Thomas 3 4 list
And
item.
then all I need to do here is press enter. And as you can hear, the French voice is trying to speak the English. So now I'll show you how to set it back into English. I'll open the voice options.
Voice type, braille sens vocalisé en deux combo box.
I was already on the voice options, so I just press enter to reopen them.
Voice name, German Marcus 24 list item.
Right.
Brasil Luciana
I'm
24 list.
Go scroll back down to English Samantha.
French Thomas 34 English Samantha 44 list item.
When you press enter, it'll go back to English.
File manager F.
Now I've shown you how to change your voice from French and back to English. Now I'll show you how to set up language profiles, which are a really quick and easy way to switch languages. I'm in the main menu and I will press S for settings.
Set time and date T.
And you can scroll down to language profiles, but I will just press L for
Language profiles dialog. Profile. Default profile 1 4 list item.
and I already have a couple of profiles set up, but the first thing I'll show you how to do is make a new one. So I'll press space and dots 4 or 5.
Add. Enter a. Dialog button.
And then press enter on the add button.
Add dialog. Profile. Edit box.
This is asking me for a name for the profile, and since I will set up a French profile, I'll just type French into this box.
.cf.
I'll press space and dots 4 or 5 again.
Language. English. United Kingdom. 748 list item.
Now this allows you to change the interface language. I am going to leave it at English United Kingdom because I wouldn't be able to navigate the French interface. But if you want the Braille Sense interface to work in a different language, you can just press space and dot 4 and space and dot 1 to scroll through them. I'll press space and dots 4 or 5 again.
Braille code. US 125 list item.
Alright, the Braille code. I will press space and dot 4 to scroll down to French, but you can choose whatever code is appropriate for your language.
UEB 225, Spanish 320, Spanish, Libawis, French 525 list item.
Right, French. And then I'll press space and dots 4 or 5 again.
View input grade, Computer Braille 1 3 list item.
Here you can set the grade. It's the exact same as when I pressed space and G, except the profile does it automatically. So I'll just leave it at Computer Braille, but you should set it to whichever is appropriate. I'll press space and dots 4 or 5 again.
8 dot mode, off 1 2 list item.
I will leave this off. If you need a dot mode, then you can press space and dot 4 to turn it on.
On 2 2 list item.
And I'll turn it back off.
Off 1 2 list item.
Space and dot 4 or 5 again.
Voice type, Braille Sense Vocalizer 1 2 list item.
I'm going to leave this as it is, and you probably should as well, unless you want Google's speech instead. So I'll press space and .45 again.
Voice name, English Samantha 1-4 list item.
This is currently at English Samantha, but we want to set it to the French voice. So I'll press space and .4 until we get French Thomas.
German Marcus 2-4 list item. Brazil Oceana 3-4. French Thomas 4-4 list item.
And then space and .45 again.
Use secondary voice. Off 1-2 list item.
Use secondary voice. This is for having menus in one voice and text in another voice. But I'll just leave this off and press space and .45 again.
Voice rate 5-5-12 list item.
Now you can change the voice rate here. I will leave it how it is, but as usual you can use your scroll keys or space and .4 to change it. I'll press space and .45 again.
Voice pitch 5-5-10 list item.
And again I will leave this how it is, but using your scroll keys or space and .1 and space and .4 you can scroll back. You can decrease the pitch and increase the pitch. I'll press space and .45 again.
Confirm button.
And here's the confirm button. I'll press enter.
Save complete. Profile French 5-5 list
And it
item.
says save complete. Now I will activate the French profile. We're already on it, so all I need to do is press enter.
Langage profil, L.
And we are now in French. The voice has been changed to French. The Braille code is in French, and it has also set our input grade. I've went back to my main menu by pressing F1. Next I will press S for settings,
Certain date, T.
L for language profiles,
Langage profil dialogue. Profil, default profil simple list item.
and I want to set this back to English. So all I need to do is press E, but you can scroll as well if you want.
English 2 simple list item.
And then all I need to do is press enter.
Language profiles L.
And just like that, the code has been changed back to English. My Braille input grade is back to contracted Braille, and it is now ready to be used in English. So that's how you set up languages. Thank you for listening to this podcast. Thank you for the nice feedback you've sent me through letters and emails, and I'll see you in the next podcast.